Hello YouTube, I'm David with the David West channel. Today I want to show you 4 ways that you can use wood ashes to assist in making fire. We're going to do the ashed tinder technique, and I encourage you to check that playlist out. I'll leave it down in the description. Any tinder that you impregnate with wood ashes will turn that tinder into a great coal extender. It will accept a weak spark, maintain that ember on a slow burn until you get ready to aerate it and intensify it to get your flames, to make your tinder bundle go to flames. Then we're going to do some ashes inside of a cotton ball to do the fire roll technique. And then I want to show you once again that ashes on your hands will give you a good enough grip to hand drill and get the ember a lot easier. And then I also want to show you once again, it's been a while since I've shown you this one, but you can take this paper towel, impregnate it with ashes, and then use flint and steel. I didn't say ferrite, use flint and steel to get an ignition on this paper towel. So let's start with this one first. And I want to get some leaves off the ground. All right, get a paper towel and saturate it with about a tablespoon of ash. Work it into those fibers real well. I don't do the whole paper towel because I've noticed the ignition happens within an inch or two of where I'm actually striking and making sparks. So I just saturate the center. This is chert. You can use quartz, and of course you can use flint. And this is a steel that I made out of a Nicholson file. You could find that playlist also. I've got probably 6 or 8 videos where I've turned files into very good steels. Thought I had one right there. All right, I failed miserably on that first one. Let's just start over with a sharper piece of chert, because I know this thing works relatively easily. Not unusual to get an ignition within 4 or 5 strikes. So let's see if the sharper chert will help out. And I'll go ahead and work this in a little bit more. Now, you see how I have those fibers sort of picked up, torn up, exposed. Let's see if that makes a difference. And that shows the importance of working that ash into those fibers real well and having a very sharp piece of chert. All right, the weak ignition source that I'll be using on this t-shirt is going to be an empty Bic. And I could take this untreated t-shirt and fire it up and just let it sit there and smolder, and it would eventually go out. You could not even blow on it and make it ignite leaves. But once you impregnate it with ashes, it's a whole different story. You can leave it to sit and it'll just keep on burning and burning till you get ready to use it. But it has to be saturated through and through. So once again, use about a tablespoon of ash. I hope you saw me collect these ashes yesterday at the end of that video. You're missing so much great bonus video by not watching to the end of my videos. Stick it underneath this striker wheel close to the little ferro rod in there and strike it off on my hand. It's not going to go out. Let me prove it to you while we do a fire roll. About half the cotton ball, about 6-7 inches, quarter teaspoon of ashes, not a tablespoon, but a quarter teaspoon. Some ashes on the bottom board. And this is a piece of white oak out of my wood pile that I whittled down for the job, the top board. And if you think your leaves tinder bundle have a little bit of moisture in them, you can utilize this ash right here and put it down in there to help the ignition. So this ash tinder would just completely burn up into ash if you just let it sit there. But we're going to aerate it now, make it an intense ember, which the coals are not showing up, to ignite more leaves. All right, let's watch that burn a little bit before we get set up for hand drill. I'll put some of this stuff away for right now. All right, this is a piece of black leather that I got from Hobby Lobby from a multi-pack. It was about $8 about 10 or 12 years ago. And this is a piece of white oak that is highly degraded, makes a great fireboard. And these are not spring clamps. These represent the person you got lost with that's going to hold that board for you. And then I'll use ashes on my hands to get a good grip to spin this horseweed spindle. All right, let's go for the burn in. And it doesn't take much ash to get good grip. Smoke. And you can see where it's been shouldering out a little bit right there. I'll scrape that diameter down just a little bit. Smoke. Looks good. It's going. It's just barely ignited, but it is ignited. Good. Give it time to coalesce. This is going to need a lot of time to coalesce. Must be moisture in the air, because I know this is pretty dry, and the spindle is too. That's all right. We don't have to be in a hurry. We can give that a chance to build and grow. You will really mess up if you try to put this ember in those leaves right now. That will just break into 1,000 pieces and filter right down into those leaves, and you will lose all chances of getting your fire because you weren't patient and didn't give it enough time to coalesce. All right, y'all, do me a favor. Before you leave my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop-down list, select all. And do give the video a like. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Have you heard that South Carolina is burning up? Myrtle Beach and several places across the state. I am not taking any chances. We'll catch you on the next one.